Okay. That wasn't... No. No. That totally wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, well, let's start this over again. What's up, people? It's your boy Jatwan. I'm here today, back in Kerbal Space Program, and we are ready. We should be ready to launch our latest vessel, hopefully into space. This time we're going to use our noble tube that we had previously, if it will stop doing that. Okay. Stop it. Stop it. Get over. Over. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. Okay. Gear down. Slide ourselves into here. Looking good. Gear back out. All gear launch. All gears. There they go. Okay. So now we're sliding in here ever so carefully. And now we can actually kick up our throttle. Okay, so what we have here is a multi... a kind of a tiered system here. We have a system that should launch for us, multi-stage system that should give us the ability to launch into space with this tube. We just need to get rid of that and fire the big guns. Is it going? Is it going? Oh! Whoa! Okay, we're going. There we go. I was really concerned about that because the booster did not kick off like it was supposed to. Okay, so that actually went slightly better than the last two runs I tried with this. This is not easy, but we don't do these things because they're easy. We do them because they're hard. That's what she said. Alright, anyhow, but I'm sorry. But hopefully this will now get us into orbit. This should be simplistic enough and also should have enough lift, even though I'm burning through my RCS to get it, even though I have what I would assume a decent enough rocket to get us into orbit. So it doesn't seem to want to go, does it? Alright, let's see if we can push as much of this going upward as we can. Come on! Come on! Oh, God. It looks like it actually might work, though. It's doing pretty well. We need to get high enough into the atmosphere. Unfortunately, we had a terrible launch. That was supposed to kick us directly upwards, but it unfortunately kicked us kind of downwards because our booster did not kick in. And that is some of the problems I've had getting this craft to work in that tunnel properly. I can be honest with you that it's been a rather disastrous last few launches because things have not gone according to plan. And according to plan means getting through the tube. Most of the craft have not made it through the tube. But this one has made it through the tube, and with its sleek and aerodynamic design, hopefully we'll be able to get to orbit. We are kind of in trouble right now because I have a feeling like once that kicks off... Come on. Come on. Kick on. Thank you. Okay. So our engine's up, and hopefully we haven't lost too much speed right now. Even though we're still burning a lot of RCS to make this happen. A lot of monoprop is being burned. And we may be able to get this with only 3 burning stages. Just looking at it right now, I'd say yes, but we did lose a lot of of velocity with that. Bit of a conundrum of getting this to launch properly from a tube, which, let's be honest, you're not supposed to be doing. But I have plenty of fuel, and I'm plenty high up, so, and we're gaining speed, so we may be able to pull this off. Alright, so I'm going to let this burn, and because this is going to be a really boring part, we're going to fast forward, and hopefully, when I come out of this fast forward, our apoapsis will be around 75-80,000 meters up, and we can then work on getting into a proper orbit. Cross your fingers. Alright, so it looks like we are approaching 70 meters. Currently at 64 for our apoapsis. Burned a lot more fuel than I had anticipated, so hopefully we have enough to make our orbit. We should have more than enough. We're just under half, so there's 73, 74, 75. I'm going to push it up to 80 because I feel I have the extra fuel. So I just want to give myself a little bit more room for error. Alright, good there. Alright, so let's fast forward in time. We don't have to make up very much for our periapsis, which looks really good right now. So I just need to know when I can come out of this warp. It kind of reminds me of the Futurama aircraft for some reason. Maybe it's just in my head. Alright, we're at 80. Let's calm it on down. Let's bring ourselves down to our prograde. I don't trust it enough to make that accurately. And let's start to burn. Alright. Give me 75%. And it looks like we should have this nice and freaking easy. As we approach 85, let's give it a full burn. Oh yeah, this is textbook orbit right here. Well, almost textbook. It's close enough to textbook for me. Oh, we're going to have this orbit extremely easily. So there you go. You can launch from a launch tube to orbit with your futuristic looking little rocket. I have parachutes on this one to land it because I was pretty certain that it was going to crash on landing. So I threw parachutes on here. There we go. Swinging it around. And boom. We're good. So now we're in a stable orbit. Not exactly the cleanest orbit, but it looks pretty dang good to me. 78 and 98. So we have launched from tube to orbit with our fancy looking new rocket. Was it trying? Was it rough? Yes, sure. It was hard. But even with my previous designs working fantastically, when you're using a tube that most of it is angled upwards, and I didn't have as long as a tube or as much weight holding it down, that causes it to actually move when you're trying to get yourself into the pipe, and it's like, oh my god, please stop moving, for the love of God. But once you get that pipe, once you get it in the pipe, and once you get it to get just enough contact on the walls, but not to fully engage on the walls, because once you start using tweak scale, weird things happen. Your wheels will go into the wall sometimes, so the colliders don't exactly mesh up to where you would assume them to be, but 90% of the time, you should be fine. And then for each of your angles, you have to do a really gentle, minute turn on that joint, or a small rotation of that joint to gently inch yourselves upwards, which is why my pipe kind of did that long slender loop up and allowed me to point this mostly upwards. But once you reach the lip, unfortunately for my design, the initial booster is just there to get me in the pipe, but I ended up having fuel left and I didn't want to blow it up, so I used that fuel to get me started. I was supposed to switch over to my SRB to get me most of the way to out of the atmosphere, which didn't happen this time around. So things got a little hairy. But all in all, it all still worked out. So I am absolutely thrilled with the results here, and I am very much so happy. So if you like what you see, and hit that like button, drop me in a comment, let me know what you think. I say give it a try. You'll need tweak scale, and pretty much that's it. All I really used on this one was tweak scale. That's the only real mod I used for the tube. This aircraft, I think I used tweak scale one time, so it should be fine there. But for now, I'm going to get on out of here. If you like what you see, and hit that like button, drop me in a comment, let me know what you think, ignore the buzzing phone, and I'll catch you in the next video. This has been your boy Jatwan, and I'm out. Peace. Now, this game does take a lot of patience. This is my cooldown game. Yeah, Simple Merchant has arrived. It does not have anything. Go, 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 go! Whoa! Okay, we're good. We got this. We got